got a bunch of stories to tell about these last 2 weeks since I've last made a video. But some of this stuff we be riding through, it still amazes me. We're somewhere in Nevada. Of course, some of y'all probably already know this.
That's not Nevada, that's Arizona. You hear me?
This Arizona?
Arizona.
Are you sure? Okay, well, we're in Arizona then. So my co-driver said, I think he's right though, this time. Yeah, this stuff is always amazing. Because I would imagine, when I see this stuff like this, I always imagine that some of the white people look at this shit and be like, I want to climb that shit right there. Yeah, that's funny. But even me though, y'all know what that is. Even me though, I'm thinking if I had the extra time and the security enough, I would probably be doing the same thing, you know. Hey, I want to try to climb that shit right there. But of course, as y'all know, some of us don't get the liberty to be trying to do shit to risk our life just for the heck of it, because coming out the house every day and being confronted by certain situations could possibly be a life-threatening moment. So I think that's why we don't even have it in us to be wanting to challenge mountains and all that shit, you know. But this is crazy. But to me anyway, you know, people in this country talk about how many population control, too many people and all this and that kind of stuff. And these are the parts where it's, you know, that's pretty much inhabitable. But when we go past places that are like miles and miles and miles of flat land and greenery and stuff like that, and it's like, man, you can build up anything you want over there, and it's a whole nother community, a whole nother city, so to speak. And I think when some people start talking about population and stuff like that, they just be talking about certain people, I think. But anyway, I was thinking about the videos that I need to make. I can go ahead and give you a spoiler, somewhat of a spoiler on those, and it's one is about the home time, about how the company I'm with, they always stress on time, safe and on time every time. And I would say, except for your home time. All right, and then the next one, I would say all these critical events that I've been getting here lately, because the way the truck is set up and how they monitor that stuff and how they make it look like you're, you know, like a bad driver or something like that, and how how those things can add up to where you are you know, you can possibly be, like I had to go through a safety training all over again, or a driving test and a road test and a range test. Some people, y'all know what that might mean. I'll explain that later in the video. And then these situations where these shippers, you can get there early, but they won't take it. They won't take the load early, or they'll have your bus sitting a day and a half, 2 days sometimes, without no load. And after you're with some of these companies for a few months, particularly this company that I'm with, if you ain't driving, you ain't making no money. Period. And that's especially true with us. Well, it's something, like I say, some of y'all will see that sign and know where we are. But look at this stuff here, though, man. This stuff is amazing. The river Yeah, Virgin River Canyon. Yeah. Look at that up there. Yeah, some of these things. And the GPS has sent me down somewhere where, you know, the company got a no U-turn policy on public roads. So I try to go around. I was on a road where I could make a perfect U-turn. It was like 3 lanes, both sides. I could have made a perfect U-turn, but because just got all these critical events and they on my ass, and I'm so instead of making a U-turn, I reroute it and see where the GPS take me to go around the block. So I just caught myself going around the block, end up on this side road that's called unpaved road too, even on the GPS. And end up back tandems fall in a ditch. So that was a crazy situation. I recorded some of the situation, but it was too much recording, and it wasn't that necessary because some of y'all already know what that stuff looks like. They have to get winched out of a ditch. But of course, it's a scary feeling because your truck end up looking like it's about to fall over. Let me see what else we got. Those videos, and then I got those videos coming up of all the videos that I hadn't made. But while we were riding through this area and I seen these mountains and the way they were situated, and to realize how amazing it is for these people to just cut through. Look at that mountain up there coming up. That was a real mountain that's sitting up just as high as these was over here. But they cut through it. Made a V in it, made a space in the middle so this road can cut through it, cut in between it. And like I say, even that still amazes me, you know. And to think of the, of the labor it took to get that done. But again, here's my part woke self talking. As you already know, they didn't save so much money on labor with getting this country situated for so long, way early on, that they way ahead of the game, so they can do all kind of stuff like this. Cut patches out of mountains and shit. We went to this one place we go to. It's like a cold storage, and the doors to this place is all outside of a mountain. And the whole cold storage is cut out inside of the mountain. That shit is crazy. Just think how much labor it takes to do that. And me kind of keeping my eyes to the paying attention to the real estate market and stuff like that. So in those cases, you could probably get the property for nothing because it's a damn mountain. You just need somebody to dig it out. And of course, you had to get you some cheap labor or something. Something had to be going on for that. Here we go. Next 1 mile, we're ready to go downhill. But anyway, look at this. Look at this. This is that mountain that I was talking about. We just cut between just now. That the people cut out. Look at that. Woo. Look at that. Hey. These are areas you don't want to break down in. See the damn National Geographic animals run up on you. Damn coyotes or some shit like that. Damn wolf. You already know if a real animal running around out here, they hungry as fuck because they ain't shit out here. Look at this. They get a hold of you. They gonna eat and they gonna get to your ass like their life depends on it. You is a piece of steak sitting out here outside the truck, call yourself trying to take a piss and not paying attention. Can you imagine that? Trying to take a piss and a damn wolf run up on you. Uh-oh. Look at your boys. Look at your people. Swift. Boom. I can't talk shit about Swift. These trucks ain't no joke. Yeah, I'm about to go ahead and shut this down. I don't know how long this been. Just been rambling on. It's been 10 minutes. I'm about to go ahead and shut this down. But who's ever on this video listening, just press subscribe, like the video. You can even share the video. And stay tuned for upcoming videos. Like I said, I'm on this truck driving journey and plan on making a bunch of money with it. Of course, we got a lot of haters talking about, oh, it's not the thing no more, not the thing no more, but whatever, it is the thing. Everybody needs these trucks. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this one short now. I think I done did enough sightseeing with y'all and babbling on with y'all. But remember, appreciate you passing through and checking out the video. Push subscribe, like, hit the bell also so you know when I'm doing something next. And I'll see y'all soon.